Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to this absolutely stunning, fantastic dinosaur action. Strap yourselves in. This is a lovely match against Mono Red aggro. This could be the best match that I have had so far with dinosaurs, and that is saying a lot because dinosaurs is the only thing I play. Usually best of 3, ranked, all that good stuff. But this highlights the ultimate potential of the Great Henge. Stacking cost reduction. Of course, if you're playing multiple dinosaurs or multiple creatures a turn, you really get to realize the full potential. Marauding Raptor, reducing creatures by 1. If you play 4 dinosaurs, it's as if that Marauding Raptor tapped for 4 mana. Boom. Man, fantastic right there. How can you beat that? Of course, that is a whole lot better than some creature tapping for a single green. That's for sure. You stack cost reduction with Otepec Huntmaster and Marauding, and then you just chain an absolutely insane amount of stuff off the top. Without further ado, let's just jump into it. I got some clips sprinkled in here or there, and I'll pause when I need to explain my thought process. Oh, wow, I'm excited. They're going to need a few body bags for this. A soul-crushing defeat. Getting the win from the clutches of defeat. It was razor thin. This hand, kind of rough. No source of red, but I figured at least we would get the Topiary Stomper, which we are about to do, so that is quite nice indeed. Love it, love it. Of course, Marauding Raptor would have been nice on turn 2 to stop the aggression from Robber of the... Oh! When I saw that, though, I knew what had to happen. Topiary Stomper has 4 power. With that Castle Game Break, I know I'm going to be at 5 mana. I know I can play the Great Henge on the following turn, set up for a future potential explosive turn, and that's all that we're going to need. And the life gain, that is going to add up for sure. We gain 2 life this turn, 2 life next turn, but it is really, it's really getting out of control. Of course, the Embercleave right there is very rough. At least one of those creatures was not too powerful, or we would have been dead. Yeah, this is war. Oh, watch out, buddy. Oh, sit back and marvel. I like it. That's what it's all about. Of course, being at 6 against anything aggressive is pretty scary stuff, I must say. At least we got a bunch of good bodies. Should do the trick. They don't have a whole lot of burn because, it definitely is mono red aggro. Some amount of burn sprinkled in here or there, I would imagine. That's just rude.
Unforgivable!
Yeah. Look. 4 for a 5/5 draw a card, and then a 3/3, and then 4 temporary damage because that Marauding pinged Dinosaur plus the token. We get we get to 7 lands. A 5/5 Vigilance for 2 green. Marauding. Reducing Ripjaw. What is going on? Would have been nice to play Ripjaw, but of course that tends to do the trick. No, probably would have been all over there, but I felt like playing it safe, knowing that it was all creatures. We're in a good position, just in case there's a sliver, a potential of them maybe living. Too risky. We know we have a lot of creatures to block it. Might as well. Certainly just in case they do any shenanigans. I was throwing all the blockers against all the stuff. and make sure I take down the thing that Embercleave is attached to. Would have been nice to keep both Maraudings for the previous turn, or the coming turn. 2 pings on Ripjaw Raptor would have been lovely, but of course we got lots of potential draw. Ew, 4/4, that's...
terminated.
Yeah. Terminated. Terminated, you said it. Just ruthless aggression. Good old ruthless aggression. Just keep doing stuff. Ripjaw, pings, draws, Great Henge, draws. We just keep going off again and again. Oh, man. That will never get old. Of course, we would have been dead if we had gone second. That would have just been a little bit too aggressive. Fortunately, we bought ourselves enough time. Got the job done. I figured to bring in the Carnage Tyrant there, that could sweep all the cheap creatures that they have. It enters tapped, and when it comes around to our next turn, it untaps. Then we pay 2 or 3, we sacrifice it, and we destroy all non-land permanents with a mana value X or less. We certainly have lots of costly things, so we would be left with quite a few good bodies. Floodle. Number 473. Always nice to take down a pretty high number. Eventually, I will get there. Sometimes it doesn't happen, mostly because I don't play best of 1 mono red burn. 17 land mono red burn in best of 1. I mean, it is a little bit tempting. Fly to mythic with something maybe a little bit more degenerate, and pretend like something is better than it is, perhaps. Doesn't sit well with me. Not a whole lot we can do in this situation. I mean, Reckless Rage felt pretty good, and having the Carnage Tyrant, but just so many bodies. It is difficult to claw our way back. A regular sweeper certainly would have done the trick. Something for 3 damage, of course. Brotherhood's End, Anger of the Gods, specifically Anger of the Gods. Taking out Tyrranax there, if it was Anger, creatures are exiled, so we get around the death trigger of Tyrranax, making a bunch of creatures. Going a wee bit downhill. Of course, we know what we have to do. And I had forgotten about Tyrranax when I did this. Definitely over. Dies.
And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
I was certainly hoping so. Man. It's a little bit rough. Even if we have a good start, just the explosive, aggressive potential. Doesn't matter if you go first or second. Certainly we are slower than what they are doing. You never know. You got to stay positive. That's for sure. You'll get the job done sometimes when, I mean, if you just pack it in, you certainly wouldn't have. Stick with it if you think you have a reasonable chance. It doesn't look too good, but things do improve. Often enough. Of course, not really being burned. Huntmaster should live. I was feeling very positive about that fact. Bone Crusher Giant, of course, with Stomp certainly could have the potential to take it out. But again, starting off with that turn 2 Burning Tree Emissary and Robber of the Rich. That was unfortunate. Of course, Ripjaw is the ultimate scary thing against this particular deck. It's like it stops all aggression in its tracks. If they have some damage-based interaction, they could hit Ripjaw when we block a creature, but we would draw 2 cards from that scenario. something is 3 power and then Stomp hits Ripjaw Raptor to finish it off. But we draw 2, and we take out one of their creatures, and they go down the Stomp. And it is a lovely scenario right there. I mean, also lovely. It doesn't get more classic than that. Of course, the scary potential of Godric there. I think if 2 permanents... Oh, speaking of Godric, okay, yeah. If 2 permanents have entered the battlefield that turn, I'm pretty sure he has flying. He becomes a dragon. He can power himself up. But either way, flying, very rough stuff for a deck that doesn't have a whole lot of ways to deal with flying creatures. Okay, getting a little out of control. We'll make something good happen. I'm going to be pausing here for a second. Okay. Whew. Currently, Godric will hit for 10. Very rough. Nothing I can do about that. I know I'm going to go down to at least 3. But I don't want to block with Huntmaster. You see I have the Great Henge. I have Regisaur Alpha. The creature that Ripjaw blocks, I'm going to draw a card from that. I could draw another creature as well, which means I would play Regisaur next turn, draw a card. Hopefully with the creature that I draw a card, chain a bunch of stuff. If I keep Huntmaster around, it maximizes the potential of chaining a lot with the 1 reduction of Huntmaster, the 1 reduction of Marauding. So, Ripjaw to block something, Marauding to block one of the 2/2s. I go down to 1. This is the best possible chance I have. This opponent, of course, would never consider the fact that I can take him from 20 to nothing in a single turn. But that's what I'm about to do right here. Might as well. A last-ditch effort. We're not dead. That's where it's at. It doesn't hurt to do what I'm about to do, so prepare yourselves. Just double checking that I wasn't still dead with that, but they're tapped out, so.
Failure gives you 2 choices. You stay down or you get up. Well, I'm up and I am fired up because I have figured it out.
Oh, I certainly did figure it out. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And sometimes it's painful with anything, dinosaurs especially, but...
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Yeah, that line certainly holds true. I mean, who wouldn't call the ambulance when you're at 1 life? At 3 now, but... Oh, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I didn't actually know that it would be lethal, but we're just going to play it out. We're pausing right there. I was double checking that I wasn't going to get to 7 lands, making sure I didn't have 6. If I had 6, I'd play Topiary Stomper, because that would be better damage. I've got Regisaur, which is giving Topiary haste, but I was only at 5. So, Ranging Raptors makes more sense. For 1 green, I draw a card, and I get 3 damage, because the counter is put on it. Topiary Stomper, I mean, I pay twice as much to get a basic land, but I only get an extra 2 damage, because Marauding is pinging Ranging or Topiary Stomper. So it's certainly Ranging in that scenario better for sure. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Marvel at all that damage. I just dropped... Well, the Marauding Raptor there is a 12-3. That's like... Oh, I was at 1. I was at 1. That is what it's all about. The Great Henge. Cost reduction. Stack it. Attack it.
You won! You did it!
I did, Mr. Wonka. We got it done. Oh. Wow. Wow. All right, hopefully you enjoyed. I'd love to do that again. Of course, there sometimes is some fantastic examples on my phone. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to aim for. What you can keep your eye out. If you sprinkle in the Great Henge or whatever card advantage is, chain a bunch of stuff. Get the job done. Attack with everything. Maybe because you have that Regis or Alpha. All right. See you next time. Peace.